Welcome to Cozy Dream Tales, the bedtime story channel for all ages, where each story breathes life into serene and profound dreams. Tonight, we will venture into the enchanting world of The Zebra's Straits, a meaningful tale about uniqueness and the importance of being true to oneself. As the night falls and the light fades, lie down, relax your body, and take deep breaths. Let the worries of today dissolve into the air, and join Cozy Dream Tales on a colorful and auditory journey where stories are not just tales, but keys to a world of beautiful dream. In The Zebra's Stripes, you will follow Anita Zebra on a vibrant journey of discovery, through stories filled with colors and events, to uncover its uniqueness and learn to cherish it. This journey is not just zebra news, but a reminder for us all about the value of diversity and self-idea. Let the soothing voice of our storytelling guide you through each page, cradling your mind in the embrace of sleep, where dreams come true. Let's begin our story, The Valley of Monochrome. Once upon a time, the valley is vast as the sky is wide, with a sign painted to the sky in hues of gold every dawn and dusk. The young zebra unlike any other. This zebra named Sarah was born without the stripes that her kind proudly wore. Her coat was as white as the clouds that danced across the valley's endless blue sky, unmarked and untouched by the usual ebony lines. In the Valley of Monochrome, every creature was adorned with splendors of colors and patterns unique to their kind. The birds had feathers that shimmered in the sunlight. The snakes bore patterns that told tales of ancient wisdom. And even the frogs had spots that glowed under the moonlight. Yet, amidst this spectacle of diversity, Zara stood out, not for a cloak of vibrant colors, but for her stark, unmarked whiteness. Zara's family loved her dearly, showering her with affection and comforting words, telling her that her uniqueness was a gift, not a curse. But deep inside, Sarah felt an emptiness, a longing to find her place in the tapestry of the valley's life. She would often gaze at her reflection in the river, wondering what it would be like to have stripes that told stories of her ancestors, stripes that spoke of strength, courage, and wisdom. The annual gathering of animals was a time when the valley buzzed with excitement. Creatures from every corner came together to celebrate their uniqueness, sharing stories of bravery, beauty, and the magic of diversity. It was a festival of colors, where each animal's pattern was a badge of honor, a testament to their identity and heritage. During one such gathering, as Zara watched from the sidelines, her heart heavy with longing, an ancient owl, known to all as Old Whitaker, took flight and perched atop the great rock that stood tall at the center of the valley. Old Whitaker was revered by all, for he was the keeper of tales, a wise soul who had seen many moons pass over the Valley of Monochrome. Listen well, creatures of the valley. Old Whitaker hooted in a voice that echoed through the heart of every listener. For I shall tell you a tale of a time when our world was without chimera, a time before the dawn of diversity. It was through acts of courage, wisdom, and love that we earned our colors, patterns that tell our stories, share our joys, and whisper our fears. Sarah listened, her heart aflutter with hope. For the first time, she saw her lack of stripes not as a void, but as a canvas waiting to be painted with the colors of her own story. As the gathering came to a close, and the creatures of the valley dispersed under the starlit sky, Sarah made a decision. She would embark on a quest to find her stripes, to discover the story she was meant to tell, and to fill her canvas with the colors of her courage, wisdom, and love. Thus, with the blessing of her family and the encouraging hoots of old Whitaker, Sarah stepped into the unknown, her heart set on a journey that would lead her to discover not just the stripes she longed for, but the essence of her true self. And so, under the watchful gaze of the moon, Sarah's journey began. A journey that would take her beyond the borders of the Valley of Monochrome, into lands unknown and adventures untold. Little did she know her quest for stripes would not only reveal the beauty of her uniqueness, but also illuminate the valley with the light of diversity and the power of being true to oneself. The tale of Sarah, the zebra without stripes, was about to unfold. A tale that would be whispered among the leaves, sung by the rivers, and celebrated under the canopy of stars for generations to come, as the first light of dawn crept over the horizon, painting the valley in shades of amber and gold. The animals began to gather for an event that was the heart of their world, the gathering of animals. This was no ordinary gathering. It was a spectacle of unity and diversity, where each creature, from the smallest ant to the grandest elephant, came forward to share and celebrate their uniqueness. Sarah, with her heart pounding with excitement and a hint of nervousness, made her way to the great clearing where the gathering was held. The air buzzed with the chatter of 1,000 voices, each telling tales of adventures, of magic hidden in the depths of the valley, and of the beauty that lay in being different. The center of the clearing was marked by the great rock, and atop it stood old Whitaker, his feathers glistening in the morning sun, a beacon of wisdom and history. Around him, animals of all kinds took their turn to share their stories, their voices weaving a tapestry of tales that spoke of courage, wisdom, and the essence of their beings. A peacock danced, his feathers unfurling like a kaleidoscope of dreams, telling the tale of how each color represented a virtue earned by his ancestors. A snake slithered forward, her scales shimmering with patterns that told stories of ancient knowledge passed down through generations. And then there was a frog, his spots glowing under the sunlight, each one a mark of bravery from battles fought and won. Sarah watched, her eyes wide with wonder and her heart filled with a mix of emotions. She marveled at the beauty and strength that each animal displayed, but deep down she felt a pang of longing, a desire to stand among them not as an observer, but as a storyteller, sharing her own journey. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, marking the passage of time, the gathering drew to a close. Old Whitaker, with a final sweep of his gaze over the assembly, spoke words that would forever change the course of Sarah's life. Let this gathering remind us of the beauty in diversity, the strength in unity, and the courage to be true to oneself. For it is in our differences that we find our true strength, and it is in sharing our stories where we weave the fabric of our community. With those words, the gathering ended, leaving a silence that was both profound and inspiring. animals began to disperse, their hearts and minds filled with the stories and which taking a piece of the gathering with them. Zara stood still for a moment, letting the weight of old Whittaker words sink in. She realized that her journey was not just about finding her stripes. It was about discovering her story, her contributions to the tapestry of the valley, and her place in the circle of life. Filled with a newfound determination, Zara turned her gaze toward the horizon where the unknown awaited. She knew that her journey would be fraught with challenges, but she also knew that with each step, she would be closer to finding her stripes, her story, and her true self. And with that, Zara stepped forward, even the great clearing behind, her spirit alight with the flames of adventure and discovery. The valley watched as one of its own embarked on a journey of self-discovery, a journey that would not only lead her to her stripes, but would also bring a new dawn of understanding and appreciation for the beauty of being unique. As Zara ventured beyond the familiar landscapes of the Valley of Monochrome, her thoughts lingered on the words of old Whittaker. The wisdom of the ancient owl had ignited a flame within her, a desire not just to find her stripes, but to understand the essence of her being. The journey was no longer just about her. It was about the legacy of courage, wisdom, and love she would leave behind. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the land, Zara found herself at the edge of the Whispering Woods, a place of mystery and ancient magic. It was here that she hoped to find the first clue to earning her stripes. As she entered the woods, the chatter of the day gave way to a serene silence, broken only by the rustle of leaves underfoot and the distant call of the nocturnal creatures. The moon, full and bright, cast a silver light through the canopy, guiding her path deeper into the forest. In the heart of the Whispering Woods stood an ancient tree, its branches stretching toward the sky like the fingers of a wise sage. Beneath this tree, old Whittaker waited, his eyes gleaming with the wisdom of ages. "Zara," he hooted softly, "you have come seeking the stories of the past, the tales that hold the secrets to her stripes." Zara nodded, her heart beating with anticipation. The ancient owl began to speak, his voice a gentle whisper that seemed to blend with the rustling leaves. Long ago, before the valley was adorned with colors, before the creatures bore the marks of their journeys, there was a world of monochrome, a world where every creature was cloaked in shades of gray. It was a world without distinction, without the beauty of diversity that we cherish today. The first to earn their colors were the bravest of all. Creatures who dared to dream, to challenge the boundaries of their world. They embarked on quests of courage, facing fears and overcoming obstacles, each act of bravery bringing a splash of color to their coats, a mark of their valor. Zara listened, her eyes wide with wonder. The tale of the ancient world painted pictures in her mind, images of creatures embarking on epic journeys, their bravery transforming the world around them. Your journey, Zara, is a reflection of those ancient quests. To find your stripes, you must embrace the courage within, facing the challenges that lie ahead with a heart full of bravery and wisdom. Each stripe you earn will be a testament to your journey, a story written in the very fabric of your being. The owl's tale came to an end, leaving Zara filled with a sense of purpose. She understood now that her stripes were not just markings on her coat. They were symbols of her courage, her wisdom, and her love. They were her legacy. With a heart full of gratitude, Zara thanked old Whitaker for his wisdom. The ancient owl nodded, his eyes twinkling with pride. "Go forth, young Zara," he hooted. "Let the courage of your heart guide you, and let the stories of your journey be a beacon for all who seek to find their own stripes." As Zara stepped out of the whispering woods, the first light of dawn began to break over the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold. A new day had begun, and had it a new chapter in Zara's journey. She was ready to face the challenges that lay ahead, to find her stripes, and to write her story in the annals of the Valley of Monochrome. With the wisdom of old Whitaker echoing in her heart, Zara ventured deeper into the unknown, her spirit buoyed by the tales of ancient bravery and the quest for uniqueness. The path led her to the edge of the laughing forest, named for the playful and mischievous monkeys that swung from its trees, their laughter echoing like a melody at dawn and dusk. As Zara entered the forest, a chorus of laughter greeted her, the sound dancing around her like the wind through the leaves. The monkeys, curious, inspirited, came to see the zebra without stripes, a sight so rare in the tapestry of the valley's life. Among the monkeys was Michael, the cleverest of them all, his eyes sparkling with mischief and wisdom. Michael approached Zara, his tail swaying with anticipation. "Zara, seeker of stripes," Michael muttered, "your quest has brought you to our forest, where eternity whispers secrets, and the laughter tells tales of courage." Zara, intrigued by Miko's words, nodded, her resolve strengthened by the challenges she knew lay ahead. "To earn your stripes," Miko continued, "you must embrace the spirit of playfulness and cunning. The tallest tree in the forest holds a fruit, golden and glowing, guarded by the wind and the stars. Retrieve this fruit, and you shall earn the mark of wisdom with stripe to adorn your coat." The challenge was unlike any Zara had faced before. The tallest tree stood at the heart of the forest, its branches reaching toward the heavens, a sentinel watching over the land. The task seemed daunting, but Zara's heart was alight with the flames of determination. With a deep breath, Zara approached the tree, its trunk wide and its roots deep. The wind whispered words of encouragement, and the stars above shimmered with the promise of wisdom. Zara began her ascent, her hooves finding purchase on the rough bark, each step a testament to her courage. The monkeys watched in awe, their laughter silenced by the display of determination and strength. Higher and higher Zara climbed, the world below, getting into a tapestry of greens and browns. The branches swayed under her weight, the leaves rustling tales of ancient quests and dreams fulfilled. At last, Zara reached the top, while the golden fruit glowed, bathed in the light of the setting sun. With a heart full of joy, she reached out and plucked the fruit from its branch, its warmth spreading through her, a symbol of the wisdom she had earned. As Zara descended, the forest erupted in cheers and laughter, the monkeys celebrating her success. Michael approached, his eyes reflecting the pride of the forest. Zara, you have shown the wisdom of the ages, the courage to reach for the stars, Michael uttered. Let this stripe be a mark of your journey, a symbol of the wisdom you carry within. And so, as Zara stepped out of the laughing forest, a single stripe appeared on a kite, ebony against the white, a testament to the wisdom she had earned. The moon laughter followed her, a reminder of the playfulness and cunning that had guided her steps. With her first stripe earned, Sarah surely continued, her heart filled with the joy of discovery and the knowledge that each challenge brought her closer to finding her true self. With the laughter of the monkeys still echoing in her ears and the warmth of her newly ironed stripe igniting a fire within her heart, Zara ventured onward, her steps guided by an unseen force towards her next challenge. The sun dipped lower, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, as she found herself at the edge of the mirror lake, a body of water so calm and clear that it reflected the world above, as if it were a second sky. The lake was known throughout the valley of Monochrome as a place of reflection, both literal and metaphorical. It was here that many came to ponder their journeys, to see themselves not just with their eyes but with their hearts. As Zara approached the water's edge, she saw her reflection for the first time since her journey began. The sight took her breath away. Here, in the twilight and embrace, she saw not a zebra without stripes, but a creature of unique beauty, her single stripe a testament to her wisdom and courage. The water whispered to Zara, its voice soft and melodious. Zara, seeker of stripes, look upon your reflection and see the truth of your journey. Each stripe you earn is a chapter in your story, a symbol of the challenges faced and the lessons learned. Zara gazed into the water, her heart swelling with emotions she could not name. She saw not just her reflection, but the potential for countless more stripes, each a mark of her continuing journey. The realization that her uniqueness was not a lack, but a canvas waiting to be filled with the stories of her adventures filled her with a profound sense of peace. It was then that the moon, full and luminous, rose above the horizon, casting its silver light upon the lake. The moon spoke to Zara, its voice a gentle caress. Your journey is one of discovery, not just of your stripes, but of your true self. With each step, you weave the fabric of your destiny, a tapestry rich with the colors of wisdom, courage, and love. Encouraged by the moon's words, Zara took a moment to drink from the lake, the water cool and refreshing, imbued with the magic of the land. As she did, she felt a surge of energy, a confirmation of her path and the journey ahead. With her heart lighter and her resolve strengthened, Zara turned from the lake, her reflection fading as ripples danced across the surface. She carried with her the knowledge that her journey was about more than finding stripes. It was about discovering the depths of her own spirit. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, a beacon of hope and guidance, Zara continued her journey, her first stripe a glowing symbol of her achievements and the many more that lay ahead. The valley of Monochrome, with its myriad of creatures and colors, awaited her return, not as a zebra without stripes, but as Zara, the seeker of wisdom and the weaver of her own destiny. With the night sky as her canopy, and the gentle whispers of the Mira Lake still echoing in her soul, Zara moved forward, emboldened by the wisdom she had gathered and a reflection of her burgeoning identity, shimmering in her mind's eye. Her journey had already begun to transform her, not just in appearance with the emergence of her first stripe, but deeper in the very essence of her being. The path ahead led Zara to the edge of an enchanted meadow, a place where the grass shimmered under the moonlight, each blade a witness to the countless stories of courage and transformation that had unfolded in its embrace. It was here, amidst the symphony of crickets and the fragrance of midnight blooms, that Zara found herself contemplating the journey ahead. As she ventured into the meadow, the air thronged with magic, a palpable energy that seemed to dance upon her skin. The moon, ever watchful, cast a silver glow, illuminating a circle at the meadow's heart. Within the circle stood a solitary tree, its branches heavy with golden leaves, each leaf a testament to the journeys of those who had come before her. Zara approached the tree, her heart beating a rhythm of anticipation and awe. The tree, sensing her presence, bent its branches low, offering her a leaf, golden and glowing with an inner light.
"Zara," whispered the tree,
its voice as ancient as the stars. "This leaf is a symbol of your courage, a beacon to guide you on the darkest of nights. With each step you take, remember that the journey is not just about reaching a destination. It's about the growth that comes with every challenge faced, every fear overcome." With trembling hooves, Zara accepted the leaf, its warmth spreading through her, reminder of the strength that lay within. As she held the leaf close, a second stripe began to form, weaving its way across her coat, ebony against the white, a mirror to the wisdom she had earned. The stripe was different. It glowed with an inner light, a reflection of the courage that had carried her into the enchanted meadow and the determination that would guide her through the trials to come. Zara realized that each stripe was more than a mark of achievement. It was a part of her story, a chapter in the tale of her journey toward understanding and acceptance. With the dawn's first light painting the sky in hues of pink and gold, Zara stepped out of the enchanted meadow, her two stripes a testament to the journey she had undertaken and the path that staying ahead. She understood now that her quest was not just for the stripes she sought, but for the discovery of her true self, a journey of transformation that would reveal the depth of her courage, the breadth of her wisdom, and the capacity of her heart. As Zara continued her journey, the Valley of Monochrome awaited her return, not just as a zebra among many, but as a beacon of hope and inspiration, a living testament to the power of self-discovery and the beauty of embracing one's uniqueness. The tale of Zara, the zebra without stripes, had only just begun, but already it promised to be a story of legend, a narrative woven from the threads of courage, wisdom, and the unyielding quest for identity in a world rich with diversity and magic. As the new day dawned over the Valley of Monochrome, painting the sky in a kaleidoscope of colors that seemed to celebrate the very essence of diversity, Zara, now adorned with two stripes, that spoke of wisdom and courage, continued her journey. Her steps, once uncertain, now carried the weight of purpose and determination, for she was not just seeking the stripes that would tell her story, but also embracing the journey that would define her. It was on the crest of the morning hill, where the dew still whispered secrets to the early sun, that Sarah encountered Piero, a parrot of such vibrant hues that he seemed to carry a piece of the Vunba wherever he went. Piero, with his keen eyes and curious nature, had heard of Zara's quest and sought her out. Intrigued by the tale of a zebra, daring to chart her own path. "Piero?" Zara greeted, her voice tinged with the awe of seeing such a spectacle of colors. "Zara, seeker of stripes," Piero replied, his voice as melodious as the songs of the dawn. "Your journey has touched the hearts of many, and it is a tale that the winds have carried to my ears. I come with a proposition, one that might lead you to the very essence of what you seek." Zara listened, her heart fluttering like the wings of a butterfly, as Piero spoke of the cave of echoing whispers, a place shrouded in mystery and magic where the true colors of the heart was said to be found. "This cave," Piero continued, "is not just a place, but a journey within, a passage through the echoes of your own heart. It is said that those who enter with a true quest find not just the colors they seek, but a deeper understanding of their own essence." Zara's eyes sparkled with the promise of discovery, for the cave of echoing whispers was a legend she had heard whispered on the winds, but never dared to believe could be a real. "Piero, your proposition is a gift, and I accept with a heart full of gratitude," Vera said, her voice steady with resolve. "Will you guide me to this cave, that I might find the colors of my heart and the stripes that tell my true story?" Piero, delighted by Zara's urge, nodded, his feathers shimmering in the sunlight. "Together, we shall journey to the cave of echoing whispers. Prepare your heart, Zara, for the journey within you is as challenging as the path that leads there. But fear not, for the courage and wisdom you've already shown are the keys to unlocking the secrets of the cave." The journey would take them through the forest of whispers, across the river of reflections, and into the heart of the mountains, at the cave of echoing whispers. As they traveled, the valley seemed to watch over them, its creatures whispering words of encouragement, and the trees bowing gently in respect. Zara felt a deep connection to the land and its inhabitants, a bond forged through the shared tales of journeys taken and challenges overcome. The path to the cave was not just a physical journey, but a passage through the layers of Zara's own heart, each step revealing the depth of her courage, the breadth of her wisdom, and the true colors of her spirit. With Piero by her side, her guide and companion, Zara stepped forward into the unknown, her heart open to the lessons and revelations that lay ahead. The cave of echoing whispers awaited, its secrets veiled in shadow and light, ready to reveal the colors of the heart that is brave enough to seek them. Zara's journey for colors had begun. A quest not just for the stripes. She sought but for the discovery of the true essence should stand spotlight with it. Again, we keep your entrance of the cave of echoing whispers. Sarah, its walls shimmering with moisture, seemed to pulse with the heartbeat of the earth itself, inviting them into its depths with the silent promise of discovery and revelation. The air within was cool and filled with the scent of ancient stone and hidden secrets. As they ventured deeper, the light from the cave's entrance began to fade, replaced by a soft, ethereal glow that seemed to emanate from the very rock itself. This was a place of magic, where the veil between the present and the past was hidden, and the voices of those who had walked this path before whispered in the shadows. Zara, with Piero perched upon her back, moved cautiously, her ears tuned to the soft murmurs that filled the air. These were the voices of the past, echoes of valor, of creatures who had faced their deepest fears and emerged stronger. Their spirits woven into the fabric of the valley's history. The tales were many and varied, each a thread in the vast tapestry of the valley's legacy. There was the story of a lion who had faced down a tempest to save his pride. And more powerful than the thunder that shook the heavens. The butterfly who had journeyed beyond the mountains, transforming from a creature of the earth to beneath the air. Her colors a testament to her courage. And a turtle who had traveled the length of the river, carrying the secrets of the water in his shell, a guardian of knowledge and wisdom. As Zara listened, her heart swelled with a mixture of awe and inspiration. These were not just stories. They were lessons, each echoing whisper, a beacon guiding her towards the understanding of her own strengths and the colors that lay hidden within her spirit. Piero, sensing the depth of Zara's contemplation, spoke softly, his voice a gentle nudge amidst the chorus of whispers. Zara, these tales are gifts from the past, reminders that the journey you undertake is not just your own, but part of a legacy that stretches back through the ages. Listen well, for in these whispers lie the keys to unlocking the true colors of your heart. And so, Sarah listened. She listened to the stories of resilience in the face of adversity, of determination that bent not before the fiercest storms, and of love that blossomed in the darkest of times. With each tale, she felt a resonance within her, a recognition of the shared spirit that bound her to the creatures of the valley, both past and present. The deeper they went, the more intense the whispers became, until they were a symphony of voices, each note a thread in the intricate melody of the valley song. Zara felt as if it was then in the heart of the cave, where the whispers converged into a single, harmonious voice, that Zara found what she'd been seeking. A pool of water, clear and still, reflected the glow of the cave with an otherworldly light. As she approached, the water began to ripple, and within its depths, she saw not her reflection, but the essence of her spirit, a kaleidoscope of colors that danced and shifted with the beat of her heart. The cave of echoing whispers had revealed its secret, not through a quest for outward beauty, but through the journey inward to the core of her being. Here, in the silence of the cave, surrounded by the tales of those who had walked before her, Sarah discovered the true colors of her heart, a spectrum of resilience, determination, and love that would guide her on the path ahead. With a heart filled with gratitude and eyes shimmering with the reflection of her newfound colors, Zara turned to Piero, her companion and guide. Thank you, Piero, for leading me here, to the heart of my journey. I now understand that the colors I seek are not just stripes upon my coat, but the essence of my spirit, woven into the very fabric of my being. Together, Zara and Piero emerged from the cave of echoing whispers, their spirits alight with the knowledge and wisdom gained within its depths. The journey for colors had led Zara to a deeper understanding of herself, a realization that the true beauty of her stripes lay not in their appearance, but in the stories they told, the legacy of courage, wisdom, and love that they represented. Emerging from the cave of echoing whispers, Zara and Piero were greeted by the velvet cloak of night, embroidered with the journey within had illuminated the depths of Zara's spirit, revealing the vibrant tapestry of her inner colors. Yet the dream was far from over. It was a path that continued to unfold beneath the moon's watchful gaze. As they ventured through the whispering grasses of the valley, guided by the constellation stories above, they came upon a glen that seemed untouched by time. It was a secret garden, the air hummed with the magic of the earth and the whispers of the ancients. Here in this secluded haven, the fireflies done, a living constellation mirroring the stars above. Their light a symphony of tiny signs. Piero, perched lightly on Zara's back, whispered, "This glen, it's a place of magic, where the boundaries between the earth and the stars blur into a canvas of light. Here, the fireflies dance with the joy of existence, each glow a testament to the beauty of life." Zara, moved by the enchantment of the glen and the ballet of Lent that unfolded before her, felt a stirring within her skull, a call to join the dance of the fireflies, to be part of the tapestry of light and shadow. With a heart light as the breeze that whispered through the trees, she stepped into the open, her movements a reflection of the joy and tenacity that had guided her journey thus far. As she danced, her hoofs barely touching the soft earth, Zara became one with the rhythm of the night. The fireflies, drawn to the purity of her spirit and the strength of her resolve, swirled around her, their light weaving a cloak of brilliance that enveloped her in warmth and luminescence. The dance was a celebration of Zara's journey, a testament to the tenacity that had carried her through challenges and towards the discovery of her true self. In each step in turn, she embraced the essence of her quest, not just for the stripes that would unite her coat. The fireflies, moved by Zara's embrace of her journey, came to a gentle rest upon her, their light infusing with her spirit. In that moment, a new stripe appeared, not just a mark upon her coat, but a glow that radiated from within, a stripe that shone with the light of tenacity. It was a visible testament to her resolve, to the determination that had led her to dance under the stars and to embrace the beauty of her journey. Piero, witnessing the transformation, marveled at the sight. "Zara," he said, his voice filled with wonder, "you have been bestowed a gift of light, a stripe that embodies the tenacity of your spirit. It is a reminder that the journey is as beautiful as the best." As the dance came to a gentle close, and the fireflies returned to their ballet among the stars, Zara stood in the glen, her heart full of gratitude. She had found more than just the colors of her spirit in the cave of echoing whispers. She had discovered the light of tenacity that guided her steps, a light that now marked her count with a glow as warm as the dawn. With Piero by her side, Zara continued her journey through the night, her path illuminated not just by the stars above, but by the light within, a light that shone with the courage, wisdom, and tenacity of her spirit. In the heart of the valley, where the earth meets the sky and the tails of the earth, the night had been a canvas upon which the dance with the fireflies had painted Zara's courage in strokes of luminescent gold, a memory that would forever twinkle in the constellation of her journey. As dawn unfurled its rosy fingers across the sky, painting the world in hues of hope and renewal, the tranquility of the valley was suddenly pierced by the rumble of an approaching storm. Dark clouds, heavy with promise, rolled across the horizon, their shadows casting a cloak of anticipation over the land. Zara, her heart steady and her resolve unwavering, faced the gathering storm with the steadfastness of a mountain. She knew that the journey for Pollard was not just a path of light, but also one of shadows, each step a testament to the myriad hues of her spirit. Piero, ever her faithful companion, nestled close, his vibrant feathers, his splash of courage, against the somber sky. "Zara," he whispered, his voice steady amidst the rising wind, "the storm may rage, but within you is a strength that no tempest can diminish. Stand firm, and let the storm be a testament to your endurance." As the first drops of rain touched the earth, the world seemed to hold its breath, the valley bracing itself for the tempestuous embrace. The wind howled, a symphony of nature's raw power, and the rain fell in sheets, each drop a melody of resilience. Zara, with Piero by her side, stood tall against the storm's fury. The wind tugged at her mane, and the rain sought to bend her spirit, but she remained unyielded, her stripes a beacon of light in the tempest. Shadow. In the heart of the storm, Zara discovered the depth of her entrance, the unbreakable bond between her spirit and the land that had nurtured her journey. As the storm reached its crescendo, a bolt of lightning blew lifted the sky, illuminating the valley in a flash of ephemeral day. In that moment of clarity, Zara saw the beauty and the chaos, the dance of strength and vulnerability that painted the world in strokes of unparalleled majesty. And then, as swiftly as it had arrived, the storm began to recede, its fury spent, leaving behind a world washed clean, vibrant with the colors of renewal. The clouds parted, and the sun, triumphant, cast its golden light upon the valley, revealing a landscape reborn from the tempest's embrace. In the aftermath of the storm, as Zara lifted her head to the sky, a new stripe appeared upon her coat, shimmering with the strength of endurance. This stripe was unlike any other. It glowed with the resilience of one who had stood firm against the tempest, a visible testament to the steadfastness of her spirit. Piero, marveling at the transformation, spoke with a voice rich with pride. "Zara, you have weathered the storm, and in doing so, you have earned a mark of endurance. Your spirit, unyielding and strong, has been woven into the very fabric of the valley, a testament to the courage that resides within." As Zara and Piero continued their journey, the valley around them seemed to echo with the tales of their journey, each step a note in the symphony of their quest. The storm with its fury and beauty had been a gift, a challenge that had revealed the true strength of Sarah's spirit, a strength that now marked her coat and stripes of enduring light. The journey for colors was a path of discovery, a dance of light and shadow that painted the world in hues of courage, wisdom, tenacity, and endurance. Zara, with Piero by her side, moved forward, her heart open to the lessons of the land, and her spirit a beacon of the beauty found in the journey of becoming. After the tempestuous fury had passed, leaving behind a world reborn in its wake, Sarah and Piero ventured deeper into the heart of the valley. The sun, now high in the azure sky, bathed the land in a warmth that spoke of endless summers and the promise of growth. It was in this tranquil setting, where the whispers of the past mingled with the dreams of the future, that I encountered the tiger, known throughout the valley for his wisdom and his solitude. The tiger named Tyrannis was a creature of majestic beauty and profound serenity. His coat, a tapestry of orange and black, shimmered in the sunlight, each stripe a testament to the journeys he had undertaken, both within and beyond the physical realm. Tyrannis regarded Sarah and Piero with eyes that held the depth of the forests and the calm of still waters. Zara, Seiko of colors. He rumbled, his voice like the distant thunder that follows the storm. Your journey has brought you far, and the strokes you have run speak of the courage, wisdom, and tenacity that guide your steps. But there is a stripe yet to be discovered, one that can only be found within. Zara, her curiosity piqued by the tiger's words, stepped closer, her heart open to the wisdom he offered. Tyrannis, sensing the purity of her quest, continued. The journey for colors is not just a quest for the stripes that adorn your coat, but a journey towards the discovery of your true essence. It is in an embrace of your inner beauty and the acceptance of your unique spirit that the deepest colors are found. The tiger's words, like seeds planted in fertile soil, took root in Zara's heart. She realized that her quest had been as much about discovering her outward markings as it had been about uncovering the covers of her soul, colors of self-love, confidence, and the quiet strength that comes from numbing oneself. Beauty, the Tyrannis whispered, his gaze piercing the veil of doubts and fears, lies in the acceptance of oneself, in the celebration of your uniqueness, and in the confidence to stand in our truth. When you embrace these virtues, the stripe of beauty will reveal itself, a mark not just of your journey, but of the love and acceptance you hold for yourself. Zara, moved by the tiger's wisdom, felt a warmth spreading through her, a light that illuminated the deepest corners of her heart. In that moment of enlightenment, a new stripe began to form, weaving itself into her coat in hues of vibrant gold and deep, resonant blue. It was a stripe unlike any other, glowing with the colors of self-love and confidence, a visible testament to her journey towards self-dependency. Tyrannis, seeing the transformation unfold, nodded in approval. Zara, you have discovered the most precious stripe of all, the one that shines with the beauty of your spirit. Carry this knowledge with you, for it is in the embrace of your true self that the greatest strength is found. With a heart filled with gratitude, Zara bowed to the tiger, her spirit right with the realization that the journey for colors was as much about painting the canvas of her soul as it was about adorning a heart orchestrated stripes. Tyrannus, with a nod of his majestic head, turned and nodded back into the forest, leaving behind a trail of wisdom that would guide Zara on the paths yet to be traveled. As Zara and Pyrrha continued their journey, the valley seemed to sing with the beauty of their discovery, a reminder that the most vibrant colors, all those that gleam from within, painting the world in hues of love, acceptance, and the boundless belief in oneself. In the aftermath of the wisdom imparted by Thalys, Zara found herself wandering through a part of the valley she had never seen before. It was a place where the light seemed to dance on the leaves, casting patterns of shadow and brilliance that mirrored the newfound understanding in her heart. With Pyrrha at her side, she walked the path lined with flowers that bloomed in colors so vivid they seemed to be painted with the very essence of joy. This part of her journey, unlike any before, was a voyage into the depths of her own spirit. And Toa with the tiger had unlocked a door within Zara, revealing a realm where the true spectrum of her qualities lay waiting to be discovered. Each step forward was a step inward, a journey into the heart of her being. As Zara delved deeper into her own essence, she began to see the beauty that resided within her. It was not just the physical beauty of her stripes, which now carried the marks of her courage, wisdom, tenacity, and self-love, but the beauty of her spirit, which shone with a light that was uniquely hers. With each revelation, Zara's stripes began to transform, becoming more intricate and vibrant. The colors deepened, reflecting the richness of her inner world, a kaleidoscope of qualities that added layers of depth to her very being. There was kindness, a soft blue that whispered of gentle rains, and the touch of a comforting breeze. There was joy, a bright yellow that shone like the sun, spreading warmth and light wherever it touched. And there was peace, a serene green that spoke of still waters and the quiet strength of the earth. These discoveries, each a precious gem unearthed from the depths of her soul, wove themselves into Zara's stripes, creating a pattern so beautiful it seemed to be a work of art crafted by the very hands of the universe. Her journey inward had revealed the true essence of her beauty, a beauty that transcended the physical and touched the divine. Pyrrha, witnessing the transformation, marveled at the depth of Zara's discovery. "Ye journey," he said, his voice filled with wonder, "has revealed the true colors of your spirit. Each quality you have uncovered has added a stroke of beauty to the masterpiece that is your essence. Your stripes now tell not just the story of your journey, but the tale of your inner beauty, a beauty that shines with the light of your soul." As they continued their journey through this enchanted part of the valley, Zara felt a sense of completeness, a feeling of being whole. She had embarked on this quest, seeking the stripes that would mark her as unique among her kind. But she had found so much more. She had discovered the beauty that lay within her, a beauty that was as vast and profound as the valley itself. The journey for colors had become a journey of self-discovery, a path that had led Zara to the realization that the most exquisite beauty is the beauty of the spirit, a beauty that shines from the thin island and as the sun began to set, painting the sky in strokes of pink and gold. Sarah and Piero paused to reflect on the journey thus far. The valley around them seemed to glow with the light of their discoveries, a testament to the transformative power of self-addicted and the recognition of one's inner beauty. With hearts filled with gratitude for the journey and eyes open to the beauty of their own spirits, Zara and Pira moved forward, their spirits alight with the colors of their essence, ready to face the next chapter of their journey with confidence and grace. As the journey for cars continued, Zara, with Pira by her side, traversed the varied landscapes of the valley monochrome, each step a testament to the growth and transformation she had undergone. The path had led her through the whispers of ancient caves, the dance of fireflies, the fury of storms, and the wisdom of solitude, weaving the fabric of her experiences into the very essence of her being. With every challenge faced and every lesson learned, Zara found that the stripes adorning her once plain coat had begun to multiply, each new stripe a vibrant testament to her journey. The wisdom she had gleaned from the Nil's ancient tales, the tenacity celebrated in the dance with the fireflies, the steadfastness forged in the heart of the storm, and the self-love and confidence bestowed by the Tanber's wisdom, all reflected in the entered pattern. It was not just these experiences that shaped her strides, it was also the journey inward, the discovery of her inner beauty, that have added depth and complexity to her markings, and qualities she had uncovered within herself. Tying this joy, Pyrrhus wove itself into her stripes, creating a pattern of such beauty and intricacy that it seemed to tell a story all its own. As Zara stood in a meadow, bathed in the golden light of dusk, she looked upon her reflection in a still pond. The zebra that gazed back at her was no longer the creature she had been at the beginning of her journey. Her coat, once a blank canvas, now shimmered with stripes that told the tale of her adventures, her challenges, and her victories. It was a coat that spoke of wisdom, courage, tenacity, self-love, and a myriad of qualities that constituted her inner beauty. Among these stripes, a new one had appeared, a stripe that seemed to glow with a light all its own. This was the second stripe, a mark that symbolized not just a single lesson or challenge, but the culmination of her journey thus far. It was a stripe that shimmered with the colors of experience, wisdom, and newfound self-esteem, a visible testament to the zebra she had become. Piero, looking upon Zara with a mix of pride and admiration, Zara, your journey has been a tapestry of experiences, each thread woven with the essence of your spirit. This second stripe, it is more than just a mark upon your coat. It is a symbol of all you have become, a beacon of the beauty that lies within. Zara, her heart swelling with emotion, realized the truth in Para's words. Her journey for colors had transformed her in ways she could never have imagined. It had taught her the value of her own spirit, the beauty of her inner world, and the strength that comes from embracing one's true self. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of lavender and rose, Sarah felt a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. She had set out on this journey seeking the stripes that would mark her uniqueness, but she had found so much more. She had discovered the depth of her own beauty, the strength of her spirit, and the unbreakable bond between her and the world around her, with her second stripe shining brightly. Zara and Piero continued their journey, their hearts light with the joy of discovering, and their spirits vibrant with the colors of their experiences. The Valley of Monochrome, with its endless landscapes and whispered tales, lay open before them, a canvas upon which their continuing and adventures would be painted, a story of transformation, growth, and the eternal quest for the celebration of diversity. As the first lighted dawn crested over the horizon, casting a soft golden hue across the Valley of Monochrome, Zara, with Piran perched upon her back, stepped into the familiar landscapes that had once bid her farewell. The journey that had taken her beyond known into the heart of challenges and the depths of her own spirit now guided her back home, a circle completed, a story woven into the very fabric of her being. The valley, awakened by the touch of dawn, stirred to life as its inhabitants emerged, their patterns and colors a testament to the diversity that thrived within its embrace. But today, their attention was captured by the sight of Zara, whose return was like the arrival of a new dawn. Her coat, once a canvas of pure white, now shimmered with stripes that told tales of wisdom, courage, tenacity, self-love, and the myriad qualities she had discovered on her journey. It was a tapestry of experiences, each stripe a chapter, each color a word in the story of her transformation. The animals of the valley, from the smallest field mouse to the mightiest elephant, gathered around, their eyes wide with wonder and admiration. They saw not just the physical changes that adorned Sarah's coat, but the deeper transformation that radiated from within her. Here was Azurda, who had ventured into the unknown, faced the challenges that lay beyond the safety of the valley, and returned not just with stripes that marked her journey, but with a spirit that shone with the light of her experiences. Sarah, ye whispered among themselves, become a beacon of what it means to embrace one's journey, to face challenges with courage, and to discover the beauty that lies within. Her stripes are not just markings, they are a celebration of diversity, a reminder that each of us carries a unique story waiting to be told. As the sun rose higher, casting its warmth over the valley, a gathering formed, a circle of creatures drawn together by the return of one of their own. Zara, standing at the center, felt the weight of the gaze, not as a burden, but as a mantle of shared understanding and respect. She saw in their eyes not just awe and admiration, but a reflection of their own journeys, their own challenges, and the beauty of their diversity. Piero, his feathers bright in the sunlight, spoke for both of them. Our journey, he interpreted, his voice clear and strong, was a quest not just for the stripes that mark our experiences, but for the understanding that true beauty, true strength, lies in embracing our diversity. Each of us carries within us a light, a unique blend of qualities that enriches the tapestry of our community. The valley listened to science, a canvas upon which pirates, words painted pictures of hope, courage, and the celebration of differences. Zara, with her tapestry of stripes, stood as a testament to the journey of discovery, a journey that each creature, in their own way, was on. As the gathering dispersed, the animals of the valley returned to their corners, their hearts lightened, their spirits inspired by the tale of Zara's journey. They understood now that diversity was not just about the colors that adorn their coats or the patterns that mark their skins, but about the stories they carried within them, the journeys they had undertaken, and the growth that came from facing the challenges of the world. Zara's return to the valley was not just a physical history, but visible testament to their journey. Shine brightly in them. In the heart of the valley of monochrome, under the boughs of the ancient whispering tree, the animals gathered for an assembly unlike any before. It was an assembly of stripes, but not just the markings on one's coat. It was an assembly of the stories, the journeys, and the diversity that each creature represented. Zara, with her tapestry of stripes, stood at the center, a symbol of the journey to discover one's true colors. As the sun bathed the valley in a soft golden light, the air was filled with a sense of anticipation. A collective breath held before the sharing of tales. One by one, the animals stepped forward, their voices weaving a mosaic of narratives that painted the valley in hues of courage, love, and diversity. A leopard's coat, a constellation of spots, spoke of his journey to accept the uniqueness of his markings, once seen as a divergence from tradition, but now embraced as a badge of honor. His story was one of self-abandonment, a realization that true beauty lies in the uniqueness of one's patterns. A flamingo, her feathers a blush of pink against the blue sky, shared the tale of her migration across vast distances, a journey that brought her to the valley. Her story was one of love, a testament to the bonds that form when we embrace the diversity of our paths and the richness it brings to our communities. A butterfly, with wings that captured the imagination in their iridescent glow, recounted her transformation from a caterpillar to the creature of flight she had become. Her tale was one of courage, a reminder that the journey of becoming is filled with challenges, but it is within these challenges that we find our true colors. As the stories unfolded, the valley burst with a vibrancy that resonated in the heart of every creature present. It was a celebration of their individual journeys, a recognition that each path, though unique, was a thread in the fabric of their shared existence. Zara, listening to the tales, felt a profound connection to the creatures of the valley. She realized that her journey, while personal, was part of a larger narrative, a tapestry of experiences that highlighted the beauty of diversity. Her stripes, a visible testament to her journey, were but one pattern in the mosaic of the valley's stories. The assembly of stripes became a mirror, reflecting the multitude of journeys that had converged in the valley. It was a celebration of the diversity that enriched their community, a recognition that the strength of the valley lay in the variety of its inhabitants, experiences, colors, and patterns. The stories shared at the assembly of stripes had woven them closer, each tale a thread that tied them to one another. Zara, looking around at the faces illuminated by the twilight, saw not just animals of different shapes, sizes, and colors, but a community bound by the shared understanding that diversity was their greatest strength. Her heart swelled with love for the valley and its inhabitants, for it was here in the heart of the monochrome that the true colors of the world shone brightest. The assembly of stripes was not just an event, it was a turning point, a moment that marked the celebration of diversity as the foundation of their community. It was a recognition that each story, each journey, added a layer of beauty and depth to the tapestry of their shared existence. Following the assembly of stripes, where tales of journeys had woven the fabric of community tighter, the Valley of Monochrome decided to hold a grand festival of colors. This celebration was to be a testament to the beauty of diversity, an acknowledgement of the strength found in the myriad hues and patterns that each creature brought to the tapestry of their shared existence. At the heart of this festival was Sarah, whose journey of self-discovery and the vibrant tapestry of her stripes had inspired the valley to see diversity as their most precious treasure. As dawn broke on the day of the festival, the valley was alive with anticipation. Creatures great and small worked together, decorating the meadow with flowers of every color and shape, streamers that danced in the breeze, and lanterns that would light the night with their gentle glow. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers, the sound of laughter, and the melody of 1,000 songs, each a celebration of the unique voice that sang it. Sarah, standing amidst the bustling preparations, felt a deep sense of belonging. Her heart was full, witnessing the unity of the valley's creatures, each contributing their unique talents to create a festival that celebrated the beauty of their differences. Her stripes, once a source of solitude, now shimmered with the stories of her journey, a symbol of the unity and the importance of embracing one's true self. As the sun reached its zenith, the festival of colors began. It was a spectacle of beauty, a canvas of movement and light. The birds took to the sky, their feathers painting strokes of color against the blue canvas above. The flowers in the meadow bloomed with an intensity that seemed to capture the very essence of joy. The river reflected the kaleidoscope of colors that adorned its banks, a mirror to the celebration that unfolded on its shores. Sarah, with Piero at her side, moved through the festival, her stripes a beacon of light. It drew the eyes and hearts of all who saw her. She danced with the fireflies, their light mingling with the glow of her stripes, a dance of light and shadow that told the story of her journey. She listened to the tales of the creatures she met, each story thread that added to the tapestry of her understanding of the beauty of diversity. As night fell, and the lanterns cast their soft light over the meadow, a moment of quiet descended on the festival. Zara stepped into the center of the gathering, the eyes of the valley's creatures upon her. In the silence she spoke, her voice carrying the weight of her journey and the lightness of her discovery. As festival of colors, she began. There's a celebration of us, of the beauty that lies in our differences and the strength that we find in our unity. My journey has taught me that it is in embracing our true selves and celebrating the diversity that we bring to the world that we find our true strength. Let this festival be a reminder of the beauty that we create when we come together, each of us unique, yet bound by the shared tapestry of our community. Her words, simple yet profound, resonated with the creatures gathered. But she arose from the crowd, a celebration of the truth in her words, of the beauty of their diversity, and the strength of their unity. The Festival of Colors became not just a night of celebration, but a symbol of the valley's commitment to embracing and celebrating the diversity that each creature brought. Sarah, with her unique stripes, stood as a testament to the journey of discovery and the importance of being true to oneself, a symbol of unity and the beautiful diversity of the Valley of Monochrome. In the heart of the Festival of Colors, under the luminescent glow of the moon and the gentle light of 1,000 lanterns, the lion, known throughout the Valley of Monochrome as Noah, his mane glowed like a halo in the lantern light, and his presence commanded the attention of all gathered. Creatures of every shape and size fell into a respectful silence, their eyes turning to him. A leader whose strength was matched only by his wisdom. Liran surveyed the assembly, his gaze lingering on Zara, whose journey had inspired the festival itself. Then, the voice that rumbled like distant thunder, but carried the warmth of the sun, he began to speak. "By night," he said, "we gather under the stars to celebrate the beauty of diversity, a beauty that each and every one of us embodies. We stand together, different yet united, to honor the journey of one among us, Zara, whose quest for her stripes has become a testament to the strength found in diversity and the power of self-discovery." He paused, allowing his words to resonate, to seep into the hearts of those listening. Then, with a nod to Zara, he continued, while Zara's journey was one of courage, of facing the unknown and embracing the lessons found in the challenges she met. Her stripes, a tapestry of her experiences, were a reminder to us all of the beauty that lies within our own journeys, of the unique stories that we carry. Liran's gaze swept across the assembly, a sea of creatures captivated by his words. Zara's journey is a mirror to our own paths to uniqueness. It highlights that our strength lies not in conformity, but in the diversity that each of us brings to this valley. Her stripes on their trials and self-discovery serve as a beacon, illuminating the importance of embracing who we are, of celebrating our differences, and of finding unity in the diversity that defines us. The lion's voice softened, but its intensity did not wane. Let us take from Zara's journey the courage to embark on our own quests of self-discovery. Yet her stripes remind us that the challenges we face are but stepping stones on the path to understanding and embracing our true selves. And let this festival, a tapestry woven from the myriad hues of our spirits, be a celebration of the strength and beauty that diversity brings to our community. As Liran concluded his speech, a profound silence enveloped the gathering, a silence that spoke of reflection, of understanding, and of a collective realization of the truth in his words. Then, as if on cue, a valley erupted into cheers and applause, a celebration not just of Zara and her journey, but of the message that Liran had imparted, a message of unity, strength, and boundless potential that lay in the embrace of diversity. The Festival of Colors, under the lion's words, transformed into more than just a celebration. It became a declamation, a commitment by the creatures of the Valley of Monochrome to honor and cherish the diversity among them. It was a promise to support each other's journeys of self-discovery, to find strength in their differences, and to build a community where every creature, no matter their stripes, spots, or colors, could find a place to belong. Euron's speech, a beacon of wisdom and unity, echoed in the hearts of all present, a reminder of the power of diversity and the importance of embracing one's true self. The Festival of Colors would be remembered not just for the beauty it displayed, but for the message it carried, a message that would guide the Valley of Monochrome into a future bright with the promise of diversity and unity. As the Festival of Colors reached its zenith, with the valley bathed, and the ethereal glow of lanterns, and the stars above twinkling in harmonious celebration, the moment came for the unveiling of the zebra. Zara, who had been her journey shrouded in the uncertainty of her own identity, now stood at the heart of the gathering, a symbol of transformation and the embodiment of a journey toward self-discovery. The creatures of the Valley of Monochrome, each unique in their own right, gathered around in a circle that radiated warmth and acceptance. They watched with bated breath as Zara stepped forward, her coat a living canvas that told the story of her adventures, her challenges, and the lessons she had learned along the way. As Zara stood in the soft light, her stripes glowed with a luminosity that seemed to be lit from within. Each stripe, a mark of her journey, shimmered with the wisdom of the owl, the tenacity of the dance with the fireflies, the steadfastness learned in the storm, and the self-light and confidence bestowed by the tiger's wisdom. But beyond these, they sparkled with the myriad of qualities she had discovered within herself: kindness, joy, peace, adding depth, beauty to her being. The unveiling was not just a physical revelation, but an emotional one. Zara, once a zebra in search of her stripes, now stood as a testament to the power of embracing one's true self. Her journey, marked by the stripes that adorned her coat, was a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who had ever felt out of place, a reminder that the path to finding oneself is paved with the courage to face the unknown and the strength to overcome the challenges that lie in wait. The silence that enveloped the gathering was one of reverence, a collective acknowledgement of the journey Zara had undertaken and the transformation she had undergone. Then, as if on cue, the valley erupted into cheers and applause, a celebration of Zara, unveiling, a recognition of her courage, and an embrace of the diversity she represented. Laura and the wise lion who had spoken so eloquently of the strength found in diversity stepped forward, his mane catching the light of the lanterns. "Zara," he said, his voice carrying the weight of his authority and the warmth of his respect, "your journey has been a gift to us all. You have shown us the beauty of embracing our true selves, of celebrating our uniqueness, and of finding strength in our diversity. Tonight, you stand as a beacon of hope, a reminder that each of us has a unique story to tell, a unique journey to undertake." Zara, her heart overflowing with emotions, looked around at the faces of the creatures who had gathered to celebrate not just her unveiling, but the beauty of diversity itself. She realized that her journey, which had started as a quest for her own identity, had evolved into something much larger, a message of hope, acceptance, and unity for the entire valley. As the festival continued into the night, with songs sung, and told, Zara mingled among the creatures, her stripes a subject of admiration and inspiration. The conversations she had were not just exchanges of pleasantries, but deep connections forged in a shared understanding of the importance of being true to oneself and the power of embracing diversity. The Festival of Colors, and particularly the unveiling of the zebra, would be remembered as a turning point in the Valley of Monochrome, a moment when the community came together to celebrate not just the diversity of their appearances, but the diversity of their spirits. Zara, with her unique stripes, stood proudly among them, not just as a zebra who had found his stripes, but as a symbol of unity and the enduring importance of embracing one's true self. As the Festival of Colors drew to a close, with the first light of dawn casting a gentle glow over the Valley of Monochrome, the story of Zara, the zebra with the tapestry of stripes, had already begun to weave itself into the fabric of the valley's history. Her journey marked by courage, discovery, and the embrace of her true self had become more than a tale to be told. It had become a legend, a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who would hear it. In the days and years that followed, the legacy of Zara's stripes continued to grow. Her story was told and untold, each telling a celebration of the journey she had undertaken and the lessons she had learned. It was a story that transcended the boundaries of time, reminding all who heard it of the importance of being true to oneself and of celebrating the diversity that makes each creature unique. The valley, once a place where differences were merely tolerated, had transformed into a community where diversity was celebrated as its greatest strength. The creatures of the valley, inspired by Zara's story, began to share their own tales of self-discovery, of worry of challenges faced and overcome. Each story added a thread to the tapestry of the valley's history, enriching the community with the colors of their experiences. Zara's stripes, a visible testament to her journey, became a symbol of unity and diversity in the Valley of Monochrome. It served as a reminder that true beauty lies not in conformity, but in the courage to embrace one's uniqueness, in the strength to stand in one's truth, and in the power of a community united in its diversity. As generations passed, the legend of Zara and her journey of self-discovery became a cornerstone of the valley's culture. It was a tale that was taught to the young, the story that instilled in them the values of courage, self-love, and the importance of embracing their individuality. The legacy of the stripes was not just in the marks that adorned Zara, coat, but the impact her story had on the hearts and minds of the valley's inhabitants. The Corwine, the wise lion, often reflected on the transformation that had taken place in the valley. He saw in the faces of the young a light, but had been kindled by Zara's story, a light that spoke of hope, of dreams, and of a future where diversity was not just accepted, but celebrated as the source of the valley's strength. A legacy of Zara stripes was a legacy of change, of growth, and of understanding. It was a legacy that taught that the journey to discover oneself is the most courageous journey one can undertake, and that in sharing our stories, in celebrating our differences, we find our common ground, our shared humanity. And so the story of Zara, the zebra with the tapestry of stripes, became more than a legend. It became a guiding light for the Valley of Monochrome, a beacon of hope that shone brightly in the hearts of all who lived there. It was a reminder that in embracing our diversity, in celebrating the unique journey of every creature, we weave together a tapestry of community that is stronger, more vibrant, and more beautiful than anyone's story alone could tell. The legacy of the stripes was a promise to future generations that in the Valley of Monochrome, every creature, no matter their stripes, spots, or colors, would find a place to belong, a community that celebrated them for who they were, and in this promise, the valley found its true compass, a spectrum of hues as vast and as beautiful as the journey of discovery itself.